There we go. Uh, 140. Actually, I didn't even forget. It's totally day 140. Chest day. So, what immediately comes to mind? Mm, Barbell bench, hammer strength incline press, Smith machine, and a variety of flies. I could definitely see myself doing a workout comprised of those movements. Whether or not I'll actually do that when I get there, I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel, right? Like sometimes barbell bench, like maybe it'll tweak my shoulder or something, or my forearms will feel weird and I won't want to do it. Or, sometimes maybe the hammer strength machine just feels extra good and I want to sit there for like an extra 5 sets or something. Well, not extra, but I want to spend most of my time there. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to throw some shoulders in at the end too. For me, shoulders are kind of a strong point, so I don't hit them like insanely frequently. But they still got to get a shoulder pump. You get it every so often. I can't just skip them. That'd be madness. But typically, what's more likely is you'll have a lagging a lagging a lagging body part, right? Like maybe your triceps are really falling behind compared to your biceps, or uh, maybe your legs are small compared to your upper body. That's pretty typical. In that instance, it'd be more beneficial for you to just hit those specific body parts more frequently, right? But for whatever reason, let's say your fucking biceps are huge, like noticeably bigger than the rest of your sort of upper body, then you'd be all right to skip them. That's typically a rare problem. So, yeah, I mean, nothing else to say. Let's just go slam chest. Ended up picking the barbell bench to start. Obviously, fucking incline. If you've watched more than one of these chest days, you already know the whole deal with that. But I spent like maybe 20 minutes on it. Nah, I'm only 10. Just like warming up on the cables and stuff. Because you got to think, I mean, when is everybody fucking hurting their shoulders, right? Chest day. So pre any kind of pressing, even the warm up, it's like tricep warm ups, rear delt stuff, kind of rotator scuff, whatever. Not like super scientific or anything. Just making sure everything, feels fine. So let's. I already did this out of one plate. Let's see how 2 plates feels. Should still be pretty fucking light. All right. 365 ought to be good. On the cells. No. We'll probably help on this one. There we go. All right, let's drop to 3 plates. All right, so for this one, I'll change it up a little bit. So instead of just doing a straight set of 315, right? It'll be 315, maybe 8 or 9 reps, as many as I can get. Then, or re-rack it, take a plate off, and do a drop set. And if you notice, a little bit of a trick for drop sets with a barbell is the clips are on the innermost weight, right? So rather than unclipping 3 plates, taking a plate off and then re-clipping it, right, this is just going to simplify that whole process. And I'm not worried about one plate falling off the sides. So let's fucking go hard. I was starting to think I was going to fail that last set of 315, the last rep. Holy shit. All right, let's move on. Let's get out of here. Just from doing that incline bench, right? My chest is warm. My chest is ready to push around some heavy weight. So I don't have to do a feeler set on this machine. I can just jump straight to 4 plates. And this should be pretty heavy for me, like maybe 8 rep range. But no matter how heavy it is, I'm gonna try to get as many reps as fucking possible. So let's fucking hit it. Okay. Drop that, fuck. Oh shit. So typically, I'm not a huge fan of doing sets below 8 reps. That's kind of, I mean, I'm sure they're still productive, I just don't like it. So if I ever overestimate my strength, like I did just there and I didn't get 8, that's typically when I'm doing drop sets sort of reactively. Okay, 2 more of these. Okay. 1 more. Ah, Jesus. Okay, let's do some flies. I was getting a good stretching out. I was really going deep. Okay, so, you know, I've done some heavy pressing. Now I'm just trying to get as much blood flowing to the fucking chest as possible to finish this pump off. Reasonably heavy chest flies. I like it. You know, nothing wrong with it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind cables, if I'm being like totally honest with you. But the cables here are the ones where it's like the cable only attaches at the bottom or the top, if you know what I'm saying. That's kind of like an older style. So, you know, kind of have to resort to this. But still gonna feel good as fuck. And I say this every time I do flies. You know, when I decide that I've had enough of the set, you know, and I just can't do anymore, it's not when I can't touch my hands together anymore, right? Like I'll do probably 5 or 6 reps or so, and I can still touch my knuckles together. And then, you know, I'll get to a point where I literally can't. Well, you still got juice in the tank. So I don't mind doing like even really tiny partials at the end, right? Just as long as the set is good and intense. So I'm thinking probably 2 of these. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish with cables, and then we can check this fucking pump. I can already feel it. It's really fucking good. Okay, so these cables are kind of fucked up because you can't really, I don't know, it's just kind of hard to grab them, put them in position. I feel like I'm gonna fucking rip my forearms off or something. So I'll kind of grab one at a time, just a little bit of a technique thing. But after this, fuck man, I'm fully pumped. There we go. Yeah. Let's do a drop set. Okay. All right. Now let's go check the pump. Okay, so what did I do? Basically, I may as well have done 3 movements, right? Chest press, no, what am I saying? Bench press, chest press, and then flies. You know, of course, I did the 2 kinds of flies. But come on, what did I do? 1 set at the end as a finisher? You know, that's like nothing. It's still just a fly kind of movement for the most part. But dude, just sitting here, I feel like, well, I guess I don't really know what cup size I am normally, but these fuckers are inflated. So let's see what we're really working with. Go. Oh yeah. Oh shit. That's freaky. Okay. The cut is going to be beyond frightening. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if I can manage to put this fucking beater on for shoulders. But yeah, I mean, that was not a complicated workout. You know, I could have done, honestly, I could have just sat on that incline bench for the whole first half. And then, you know, finished with flies. Okay, holy fuck. I'm gonna feel like such an asshole to ask somebody for help with this fucker. Come on. Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, I need... This is fucking so stupid. There we go. Dude, I don't know what size this is, but I guess I need a fucking bigger one. I'm not really one to wear beaters very often. So, it's not really my style. But it's kind of all I had clean. I've been a total asshole with my laundry lately. So, I'm going to spam some reverse pec deck and then some side lateral raises and then check the shoulder pump and we can get the fuck out of here. That chest workout only took like 40 minutes, it wasn't that long. And shoulders will be even shorter than that. So let's get fucking started. So my shoulder training isn't really going to require so much volume as chest. I'm just going to do, I'll do 8 sets for rear delt and then 8 for side. So rear delts is just going to be me sitting here spamming reverse pec deck. I mean, it gets me a really good squeeze. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of ways to even fucking hit the reverse, the rear delts. Pretty much whatever movement you like doing, be it face pulls or bent over dumbbell lateral raises, or like right here, the reverse pec deck. As long as you can feel your reverse, your rear delts like firing and you're getting a good burn pump, that's gonna be good enough. Like this is pretty much preference based. So 8 sets here. I'm just gonna show one and then we can skip to some side delts. Okay. For me, 7 more. For you, let's jump to some side lateral raises. There you go. So, I mean, let's be honest. Chest was the highlight of this lift. I'm still doing shoulders, but it's not as, it's not as eventful. So I'll just throw 1 set of these side raises and then just imagine 10 more. Because that's all I'm going to fucking do for side delts. And then we go check the pump. 45s ought to feel okay. Fuck. Okay. I don't know where I was looking. I didn't realize they had this fucking machine here. This is probably my favorite side delt machine, right? You don't have to worry about holding on to anything. All you're doing is moving your fucking arms from side to side. So, I guess my shoulder workout will be a little more complicated, right? Instead of just doing dumbbells, I'll do like 3 of these in between. Okay. I lied. I haven't tried this machine before. I'm gonna sit here for the last 7 sets. That felt pretty fucking good. I forgot I was only doing 8 sets of lateral raises. Yeah, almost overdid it. But yeah, I mean, even through the fucking shirt, you can see some hints of roundness. Oh man. Shoulder pump's always nice. Okay, scratch that. Just being pumped in general. It's a hard feeling to beat. As if you're a natural born lifter. But if you're a lifter at heart, then being pumped is pretty much as good as it gets. So, let's see what we're working with. I'm gonna get the fucking shirt off. I need a bigger wife beater, man. Bigger everything. Oh yeah, all right. I'm certainly working with something here. Oh shit. Oh, that's fucking frightening. Dude. Holy shit. Fucking. Oh. Even just fucking straightening them out, like flexing them hurts. I need to stretch because like I can hardly even do a good side tricep. My whole upper, my whole like torso, shoulder area is so fucking tight. But yeah, I mean, holy shit, dude, I guess we're not pumped beyond belief. We're looking right at it, but you understand what I'm saying. Holy shit. Okay, all right, enough of this admiration. Let's get the F out of here. I'm gonna do calves, but for you, let's get that dextro shake going. Jesus Christ, man. That was as good a chest day as I could hope for. Let's be real. Heavy bench, heavy machine press, pretty heavy flies, and then those cables at the end actually felt really good. I thought they were gonna feel like meh, but that was a really good finisher. So let's get this post-workout shake, and then we can get home, get back to the crib. Actually, no, I'm doing a Goodwill stop. What am I saying? All these T-shirts. Every time I have an oversized T-shirt, it's just from fucking Goodwill. You know, this shit isn't that hard. Plus, I mean, $3. It's a steal. You know, as long as you can get over the fact that somebody else wore it and did all sorts of weird shit. Not that bad. Not that freaking bad. So this is unpleasant in two ways. For one thing, just the flavor of it. And then the fact that I don't really want to be sipping on it for that long sort of motivates me to just chug it. And then, you know, it's kind of a lot of liquid at once. So just unsettles the stomach a little bit slightly. Just a little bit unsettling. And then shoulders, I mean, shoulders is pretty much just spamming lateral raises and, you know, obviously the rear delt pec deck. But that's pretty much all I've ever done for shoulders. I don't mess with any kind of overhead pressing anymore because since I do so much incline work for chest, you know, you're gonna get some front delt, some front delt development just from that, you know. And I mean, for me, so the reason why I usually kind of chill out on shoulders or I'll skip it sometimes is just because in like a back double bicep pose, or even the front too, you know, my shoulders are higher up than my biceps. I kind of feel like they should be about the same height-ish, you know, but that's just kind of nitpicking. Another thing with shoulders, rear delts get fucking neglected. That's the word I'm looking for. You know, everybody loves side delts, and they love front delts. They love overhead press, and they love lateral raises. Right? Why aren't you guys hitting rear delts the same way? You know, having big developed rear delts gives you a pretty impressive look, especially from the side. Right? Because rather than having your shoulder just be rounded over because, you know, your front delts are overdeveloped and then you only work your side delts, you know, and the rear delts are big too. That's what kind of gives you a round look to your shoulder. It kind of really caps them, if you know what I'm saying. I'm glad I got that in my head early on, because I've always hit side delts and, or no, I've always hit rear delts, you know, with the same volume and kind of intensity as side and front. But when I used to do front delts, like let's say your front delts aren't overdeveloped, you know, hard to beat just not exactly vertical, but near vertical dumbbell shoulder press. I like that a lot. I used to do behind the neck barbell. That's a little funky. You kind of have some. Or now I can't even do that at all. My shoulders are so fucking tight. But at the time when I was a little bit more limber, it felt pretty good. And then, you know, Smith machine shoulder press, that feels fucking sweet. Or just a shoulder press machine. You know, as long as you're doing a movement heavy and the name of it has shoulder press, you're pretty much going to be good. You know, it's not too complicated. So let's think. What else? What freaking else? I'm glad I've been lifting at a reasonable hour. You know, if you've been watching these for a while, you know I kind of have a habit of going to the gym really late, like like closing time, or if it's like a Planet Fitness lift or something like that, or where it's a 24-hour gym, you know, I'll go at like 1, 2 a.m. at the worst. Uh, fuck, yeah. So my sleep schedule during school, like so I'm in college right now. Obviously it's summer, so not right now, but you know during the semester, dude, my sleep schedule is I'd say beyond atrocious. It can get so bad. I'm so irresponsible with it. But during the summer, especially when I'm working, I can pretty much lock it in. Because, you know, wake up at the same time every day, blah, 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 work ends, get home, shower, then go lift. Perfect schedule. You know, ideally, the closer you can get to just waking up, eating your meals, and then going to the gym and coming back, right? The closer you can get to that state of being, the better for gains at least. So this is pretty much as good as it gets for me. You know, and you got to think. I mean, it's not really that fucking hard to, you know, go to work. It depends on the job. If you're doing legit labor, like you know, landscaping, masonry, whatever shit like that, then I can definitely understand how lifting kind of gets a bit difficult. But assuming you gets a good night's rest, assuming you get a good night's rest, I haven't had a problem yet. You know, I you wake up, eat your food, as long as you got your, I don't know, it depends on how much sleep you need. Typically, I can feel okay on 6, but ideally, I'm getting like 8 to 10. You know, as long as you sleep a normal amount, I say you can train every day. That's just sort of my take on the matter. You know, I've been doing that this whole time, ever since the beginning. I'll take days off for like, if I'm sick or busy, you know, if I'm traveling or something like that, I'll be like, okay, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Gotta skip a day. But, you know, I just like hitting it every day. That's my fucking mentality. I think I would be about the same size if I had a scheduled rest day than if I didn't. So, I mean, it kind of just goes down to preference. Obviously, if you're a beginner and you haven't worked out at all, right? And let's say you do push pull legs. So you go to the gym 3 days in a row and you do your push workout, your pull workout, and then you do legs. You know, you maybe have like your buddy show you like how to do it. He walks you through a workout. You know, if you're totally new to lifting and you do 3 days of lifting in a row, that can hit you pretty fucking hard. So in that instance, rest day is well warranted. Or maybe you're a power lifter and you're actually doing like 1 rep, nose bleeding, fucking aneurysm inducing singles on like squat or deadlift, and you're actually like frying your central nervous system, then that's a fucking good reason for a rest day, you know, perhaps. But, you know, bodybuilding training, when you're doing sets of, you know, 10 or more, I wouldn't be too worried about that kind of shit. You know, I think a lot of buzzwords get thrown around when it comes to lifting, which sort of, you know, sort of aid to mystify how complicated it really is. When in reality, you know, you go into the gym, you do 10 sets in a workout per muscle group, and as long as you go hard, you're probably going to make gains. You know, you can sort of start to dial it in and do specific kinds of shit, but, you know, basically, that's that's pretty much all you got to do. And also, you know, hit your protein and your vitamins and all sorts of shit, your creatine. But I've talked about that before. So, plan for me now, go home. I might take an Epsom salt bath. I can still fucking feel my legs from that leg day. So that'll feel pretty good for me. Oh, wait, no, what am I saying? Goodwill, home, Epsom salt bath, more food, bed. Perfect. So I will see you next time for back. Okay, I'm probably not going to record a cardio tomorrow. Oh, whoops. All right, see you next time.